Hello there, welcome to my league match today against JNails. I don't know what's happening there. So, this is my second to last match of the season. I'm going to play Kazamaru tomorrow, and then I'll be done. Barring making it in the finals, which is all still up in the air. Most of the matches from other people have not been played. So definitely a bit of a mystery still. Okay, so we have Lost Arts. This is all a bit gross. Probably. It's hard to imagine. I mean, you make innkeepers villages, and then you can play with more of the. Then you can play with more of the action terminals here, which maybe is worth doing. I mean, I guess you could make Harbinger a village as well. There's not a lot of alt VP though. I mean, there's not any. And then the attacks are pretty good. If you're not ready for them. I guess I can imagine that even going Witch's Hut, Lost Arts, with some other stuff supplementing that, gets you to a point where you province, consistently, and maybe you can get through the expands. I just don't know. Feels a little scary though. There's obviously some core tier stuff. You can get a legionary. You can do some expand stuff. And you may have time for all that, just given the nature of the kingdom. But I don't know. I guess it's also possible you don't have the time for it. The draw's like weaker. The draw's weaker, the trashing is not super, super good. This is a bit unfortunate. I guess I'm going to play it. It could be quite bad, but I don't think I can afford to just not play it. I really don't know. I think I'm gonna go for the control thing, but I could believe that it's not that good. Yeah, so he makes the estates miss the shuffle, which seems fine. I mean, this is basically an angle to try and get to expand. I think probably makes quite a bit of sense. I could prepare. I mean, I'm not going to get to. I'm not going to get to it here, but. The watchtower so far has not done me a lot of good. I mean, it hurt here to not get the 3 coppers. But, I mean, that's just on me on the buy, I guess. I could have prepared, you know. On the other hand, I guess that means this is actually pretty good for getting to 7. Though this is actually not. Well, I mean, it's fine. We got a 50-50. We didn't hit it. Could have also done vassal. Wouldn't have been crazy. It could sort of give you that. If you, I just don't have the trashing right. It's not particularly close even. So we'll buy and expand, and we'll keep gaining 8 keepers. We might add another blockade at some point. We'll buy expand. Next turn we'll gain probably Witch's Hut, though we could go straight to the courtier. I'll have to look at the money. Not sure how they get to having a. They need to hit 6 again, or they need to hit 6. And so that could be a little tough. We do 3 here, we may miss the blockade. There's 2 innkeepers, or there's an innkeeper and a blockade down here. Problem with the other way is triggering the shuffle. And discard 6, we're going to be holding. But if we blockade for innkeeper, it's not that big a deal. We do need to have 7. I guess that was pretty likely to happen regardless. We didn't draw the innkeeper. And I guess we might as well top deck it. Okay, they do have the money there. Alright, so now they're kind of back closer. I think I'm still ahead, but that at least gets them somewhere. Let's do 3 first. Okay. We need to try and get to the. Guess we can do 5 and 6 here, right? Well, how many cards will that cost us 2? So we wouldn't have. It would just be straight to the. Ooh, we didn't find. That was pretty bad luck. We've bottom decked blockade, and I mean I could have played more aggressively, but I didn't think I would bottom deck both of those things. So that's pretty unfortunate. There's not really. I don't know. There's not much I can necessarily do about it in this particular instance. Unfortunately. That was just a bad draw. I mean, I could have played. I could have done the 5-6. Then I would be. But then I would have just been playing the watchtower into drawing all that junk now, so it's not even guaranteed I would play the blockade or the expand like at all. So I don't know. Maybe I could have done. I probably could have done a little better. I'm just gonna have to live with this though. I'm trying to think when I had 5. There may. Oh, I didn't. I played it a little too quick because I think maybe I could have gone. I'm trying to think. Maybe I would have still had 2 cards in hand. Maybe I could have played blockade, top decking Innkeeper, and then played the Watchtower, drawing 6, and then I could have had the Innkeeper still to do like a big draw if I didn't find the expand. I think that's correct actually, and I just misplayed that. So not luck, just me playing it incorrectly. I sort of counted it out. I think what I was checking was that I could play the expand and then the Watchtower, and that doesn't work. Didn't work for my hand there, but I could have played the blockade, top decking Innkeeper, drawn up, and then the Innkeeper in hand with 6 cards would have been, you know, basically guaranteed to still find the. I think even just strictly guaranteed to still get around to find the expand. So that was bad on my part. Here it's not quite so dire. I mean, we want to find another Innkeeper. For sure, if we can. I don't think we trash. I don't think that makes sense. We can't play. We could prepare. We probably aren't playing all of these. We probably aren't playing all these. Well, we're not playing all the actions for sure. We can try to draw. Do we have enough cards to draw? Guess so. We can guarantee expand play here. For now, a question: do I get something like a vassal? Maybe it should be Harbinger. I don't know. I don't know how much the Legionary hurts. I mean, obviously, it forces people to do more of the Watchtower stuff. But it takes a terminal to do it as well, so. I really wish I had played that one turn correctly. I'd be solidly. I think I'm still like slightly ahead, maybe. But I think I would be solidly ahead if I had done that correctly. I guess there would have been something to do. I mean, at some point I'll start blockading Harbingers, right? Just on the off chance they are trying to gain them when they don't have Watchtower, though. That's not necessarily that likely. It's like 4-2 on the villages right now, or maybe worse. Not sure. Okay. This is gonna be a little bit annoying. I mean, at some point, we're just trying to find a Watchtower. Okay. We did not do. And so the question is, do we go for Watchtower or Witch's Hut hit, I guess? I guess we play it like this. I don't think I need the... The way it goes. We had a 50-50. I mean, if we hit either of Witch's Hut or Watchtower, we get there. And maybe there was even an innkeeper too. Maybe it was really more like 2/3. I feel like I just buy an innkeeper. That's depressing, of course, that whiffed, but that's how it goes. I mean, it's super unfortunate when you bottom deck two of your two draw cards in your bottom 4, so, or bottom 3 actually. So I don't know. I really felt good about this one, and then I misplayed that one turn, and then that was really sad. So we'll see if we get there, but I feel less happy, and I was feeling quite happy. They've gotten to play the expand a little bit more. They'll presumably get to play it again here. Next time I'll have to count a little more carefully with the innkeeper in that one spot. I mean, again, I was in a spot earlier in this turn. I could have done another 5-6, I think, instead of a 3-3. I had the card I had a spare card, I guess, still. So maybe you just got to do that and dig. I mean, you don't get to really do the draw to X stuff when you do it that way, because you probably don't get to play stuff out of hand. But I mean, I started from a 6-card hand, so if I do 5-6 twice, then I'm at a 2-card hand. So you could play like a blockade and then play Watchtower. So you could get a little bit out of it. So that's unfortunate. I'm sort of curious that I don't know that prepares that. I guess it's nice to have the coppers out. You could alternate preparing some stuff every turn, I guess. Okay. Well, this time we at least have some of this stuff in hand already. It's nice. I'm not really sure what order to play it all in. Only depends a little bit on what is up here. I mean, this is not super great at all. This is pretty terrible, in fact. I should have done a 5-6. What did I do, a 1? That didn't make any sense at all. I just have messed this game up badly. I deserve to lose here. I don't know what else to say. I should have done a 5-6 or at least a 3-3. I did a 1-1 twice. That's crazy. I'm so stupid. I even had the draw. I just didn't play it correctly. And of course, the discarding the courtier when they actually just have the watchtower is stupid. It was just bad. This was a totally winnable game. I got to reset mentally because this was not only winnable, I was ahead, and I botched it. So I have to figure out how to forget about that and go on to the next one. I mean, I can play this out a little bit. There's still some things, but JNails is pretty far ahead at this point. I didn't get an innkeeper. I mean, I just kind of clicked prepare because I was tilted. And so they should be able to win pretty cleanly here. They may even get a legionary attack in this very turn. So I just messed this game up. It was fully winnable. But I blew it. JNails did good stuff. I just think I had at least the half turn lead at some point if I had played cleanly. Oh, this is rough. I mean, they could mess up a 3 pile. It's not impossible. It's just very unlikely. I don't have the draw cards now in this next turn or any hand size increasing stuff because I didn't play the blockades. It's very bad. I mean, I guess the good thing is there's not actually that much junk in that. Or I've taken some of the junk out, which is nice, but I'm a bit surprised they don't prepare, just play like 1 silver and prepare the rest. But I guess this is fine too. That surprised me a little bit. All right, we have to try and find the thing. We gotta try and draw this and then watchtower up. See what we can hit. This is a lot of the. This is actually mostly actions, and it's still full whiffed, but that's okay. I cannot hit that to save my life. This isn't so bad though. I'll be honest. As far as turns go, I mean, it was good. This is what I need to be doing the whole time though, is aggressively looking for the watchtower. Basically getting a bunch of village effects and then getting to the watchtower and then playing with whatever. But anyway, I didn't play like that, unfortunately. JNails in-game control is just much, much higher than mine. I assume they get well, they may actually top deck a watchtower. Oh no, they didn't do that. I kind of thought they might. I guess they have Harbinger to pull the things back. This was bad. This is a nice board too. This is like a sweet board. And I wish I had played it better. I don't know, they made double here. I mean, you would expect them to be able to double. some way. And then, I don't know. I can double back, but that's pretty scary. Okay. They may have enough money to prepare quite a bit as far as the treasures go. I play this one. This is such a nice kingdom. Maybe they just set aside a harbinger so they don't have to worry about plus action stuff. I don't know about the trigger there, if that is good or not. Maybe they move through enough of it. Feels a little scary, but maybe they still have another innkeeper. In which case, it probably doesn't matter at all. Given that they're putting the Watchtower and Harbinger into hand next turn. As long as they have something in there to filter a little bit, should be fine. The really funny thing would have been if they had, like, I don't know, if they had blockaded Harbinger like twice. And if that somehow allowed me, I guess that would be pretty unlikely. Somehow allow me to do a 3-pile. As long as they have this innkeeper to filter through a little bit, this is all fine. This isn't double though, so you go to 5 and I double down to 3. I mean, they can mill and probably finish still, but sometimes the sequencing can be awkward. Ooh, how do I do this one? Maybe do it like that. I don't know. This is all a little bit awkward, to be sure. I'm trying to get to the blockade or something. I could play the vassal, I guess. Story of my life on the vassal. Cannot hit the vassal to save my life. Okay. I mean, we can go. We know that. Well, we don't. I mean, we could curse them potentially. Can't be worth it though. Unfortunately. We need to find Watchtower again, I guess. Or the other watchtower? Okay. If the that doesn't quite work. I was gonna say if the expand is on top, that would be kind of nice, but we could try. I mean, they probably just triple province pretty easily, but I'm willing to see if they actually get the sequence to make that happen. Could prepare the vassal, I guess. What are we looking at here? We want to expand the. Are we willing to even trigger that shuffle? What does the shuffle have in it? Copper province. Copper, copper, silver. There are 5 cards in it. I mean, we can get past it. Maybe I'll just set it aside. I'm not sure this was the order, but I guess the other thing to consider here. They may just 3-pile on me, but I guess that's the question: is if they triple, do I have any? Look what their vassal hits. I mean, I guess it's bad for them right now, so that's something. I guess actually I shouldn't complain about that. That's probably pretty good for me. I don't know if it'll be good enough, but you know, it's something. Anyway, so if they triple, they get to. I see it's not play with vassal, right? That's the smart thing. The old harbinger. Okay, so never mind. I'm not actually. I was gonna say it was good. It wasn't bad for me, but it's gonna unfortunately probably be sufficient here to triple, maybe in quad. I guess I don't know how likely that is. All right, with a mill, quad should be pretty easy. I don't know. I don't think I had a whole lot of other options there. Oh well, I definitely could have won this game. I'm a broken record, as you all well know. Like, you just put the golds in, and then when you do the reshuffle, you have an innkeeper probably, and then you just um you just get to 16 that way. Could also have, oh goodness. I guess we broke the server. Something happened there in that game. That was a bummer. All right. I mean, it's always nice to win a game from second place. I'm getting the weirdest. This happened the first game too. Real server problems. I don't know if anyone else is having that, but I certainly am. Okay, the 5-2 looks pretty awful. Is there plus buy? It's core tier, but well, this sucks. I guess I'm just gonna open salvager. Nothing. You play like core tier, storyteller, highway, something. You don't necessarily need the taskmasters because like you don't really need. I guess I could have expeditioned my first turn. I don't know if that's any good. Not. You're just gonna do highway stuff though with storytelling. I mean, we're probably gonna either someone's gonna win the highway split real big, or we're gonna split them up and then go from there. You'll probably get a secluded shrine at some point. Kind of has some nice courtier interactions. Yeah, at least this, though it's gonna be worse than whatever JNails is. I guess we do it again if we get to anything nice. It's not particularly nice. What if you go like secluded shrine expedition? I don't know what I buy here. 2 expeditions. That's interesting. I don't think that's correct, but do I know? This one seems a little weird to me. They seem to have missed the window of having money. Taskmaster looks pretty bad. Taskmaster's got to be worse than silver. There, I think. They just don't have any money now. Like, if you have the salvager in hand here, you can't hit 5 again. Like, what is the... You have to buy a silver. I don't know what they're doing. And they may still beat me, but I don't know what they're doing. The question is whether this is worth taking gold or trying to draw a card and seeing if we... get the highway, which doesn't actually help. Maybe we do this. Gotta buy a courtier. Do we just double expedition? Or do we take a highway? We're gonna get the... We're gonna get the storyteller with some stuff. The salvager, I mean, it's like with the... They gotta salvage the gold and buy double highway. Interesting. We can do a court or storyteller. We only have to draw 3 of these, right? Because if we draw the courtier before the highway, we do the courtier. I think we're going to end up going gold by action. And then highway or village green, whichever one, draw the... So we have 2, 3. We have 8. We can have 8 and 3 buys, or we can have 10 and 3 buys. Well, no. 11 and 3 buys. Which sounds pretty good, if you ask me. There is an issue here where we can't, they're going to be a little, well, that won't matter. We won't be able to do a copper trash this turn, really. I mean, besides probably a salvager. There's enough. Maybe that suggests just do the highway. I mean, 3 buys is actually okay for a little while. Wonder if they're just going to skip highway entirely. I don't think that works out, but I guess you can imagine doing it. Not bad payload here. You have to hold a lot more courtiers, but I could go for another courtier, or I can go double highway. I mean, if we draw the storyteller at the top, then it's all, you know, just PG beautiful, but that's hard to guarantee. Double highway. I mean, 3 buys is still pretty good. I think JNails was also probably a little bit ahead here until they did some weird stuff. They missed a window between being trashed and getting the money. They can still win. I mean, they're not like out of this or anything. So it is a little promising they don't take buy with the courtier, right? That means they're not necessarily making up any gains difference. Okay, so I guess they're taking buy. Probably. For mine. That's not just whatever. Okay, so there are still. I have 3 high. What did I get? I have 3 highways. Down in here. Still just 1 courtier. There's 2 cantrips, so we need to draw 4 cards. Right? So we draw 4 in the courtier. Anyway, yeah, I think we need to draw 4 cards. Question is whether we even want the gold, actually. Or whether we just take coins here. Doesn't give us more money this turn, so it's really just a stop card for the next turn. I mean, I guess if we salvage it, it would, but... Okay, so what will be in deck? The 4 coppers. Yeah, I mean, we're going to end up... If we want to do some more trashing, we probably need to take an expedition. Need to be a little conservative here, I think. Well, this is good. Well, they still have pretty complete turn, to be honest. I still think the Taskmaster was really bad. Now you have to buy gold to keep it out, but like why? you don't want to buy gold. And then it's gonna be in your deck the next turn. That seems pretty bad. That was scary. How many coppers did I have left? What did I buy? Courtier Highway. Okay, so there's still Highway and Village Green. We draw 3, we're okay. And we'll still be able to trash the coppers. Okay. Or one of them anyway. I mean, we could You can do it however. And then this will just do action by coins. This. I mean, I could take the rest of the highways. I don't really need them. I mean, I need one more at least. I don't know. They're going to have a window where they have a chance to green while going. I'm at 1, 2, 3, 4. If I'm at 5, that's pretty much fine for buying provinces. We trashed 2 cards, but we put a card back in deck. We've bought 1 stop card. And I guess we trashed 3, but we added 2 stop card, 3 stop. So we're kind of net, or we're still even, which means there are still some dud possibilities. If they go highway, highway, courtier, courtier, like highway, highway, province, courtier, I mean, they probably have to buy an expedition. It would be pretty scary not to, but maybe they can get away with it. I mean, you can always press your luck. They don't even need 2 highways necessarily. Be a little scary. What if they go province, courtier, courtier? I mean, if they draw it, they'd probably win. A double province. You can double province. Yeah, I mean, I probably didn't dance around the end game very good here. Very well here. They don't have enough for expedition, so they could definitely just dud. Though they could definitely draw as well. You don't really know. They do. The provinces do get the taskmaster back in, which is kind of cute. I gotta think now. I maybe just bought the wrong stuff for the end game. I mean, he didn't add. JNails didn't add a gain, but 7 provinces is surely good enough. I mean, what could I have done instead? I could have bought a province. I mean, I could have done a similar thing where I risked the not drawing stuff. Though I didn't feel comfortable doing that. I mean, what is it from here? What do I even do? I'll probably just lose. 5 provinces gives me 30. They can get to 3 and 4 duchies. Is it just a tie? I guess it's just a tie. Which I probably should play for at this point. Okay, well there's another courtier. Wait, they only have 4 buys. Okay. Well, that's a bit different. Well, anyway. What do I have here? I would like to actually just have a lot of golds in deck at the end of this, if possible. Because I just want to buy another province on my next turn. So if we draw 5, we know we have 3 more highways in here and a village green. So that should be okay. We'll add another storyteller. Actually, I didn't check that. How much money am I going to have? That would be 9. What am I even talking about? I didn't even have 5 provinces. I don't know why I thought I did for sure. We have 12. I mean, we can get... Not without another village green, right? Didn't really make sense. How much money will we have? I mean, they still can't pile out, but... Well, okay. Let me think. We're just gonna have the 1 gold. Man, what am I doing? Wait, that doesn't work. Could play both, I guess. 6 provinces, though, is still probably like enough to win. Man, I have confused myself many a time here. I don't know if there was a way to make them $15 on this turn. I think I maybe needed another village green or something. Well, do we just play for a dud or a semi-dud at least? I mean, like, what are 6 provinces? I haven't 1, 2, 3, 4. Around 20 cards. I mean, the garden stuff is not likely to be super lucrative. We can try and build for it. What have I done? This 4 duchies is not going to be... Well, how easily can they do 4 provinces? Guess that's another question. And we're living the same thing where if we don't draw, we just lose. Very bad, very bad. Yikes. We just play for a duddy thing. Like, what how many duchies would we need to come back from a 6 province thing where they probably province the next turn? Be at 30. Could get 12 from provinces, and then I would need 18 from other stuff. So it's like six duchies and a... I mean, I guess the courtiers are better than that. Better than a duchy. This is so confusing to me. Of course, the highways then don't super matter either. JNails is gonna kill me. Did I even need to play around 4 provinces? They can make the provinces cost 4. They need $16 and 4 bucks. They can probably do that. I mean, particularly with the village green, I think they can probably do that without much issue. Unless they've dudded. So I could be dudded here. Managed to become very confused. This is also a pretty nice kingdom. So look at 3 cards here. That is unfortunate. What's unfortunate here is that they get to do, they don't have to take plus action on their courtiers. So they can just get the money. Though on the other hand, they do have to kind of use it for draw. But I think they'll probably get enough money. They can also do the village green thing again next turn. I didn't know they had that many village greens. They had a lot of village greens. Okay, so also I am just going to be dead in the water anyway. I mean, it's worth, I guess, pumping up the size of the deck. a little bit. We want to have enough to buy like 1,000,000 gardens, I guess. Or however many gardens. It's not really worth the play on that much. Probably. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 11, 12. Not sure. I mean, what does playing on get us? We're not winning. We're not winning, period, but what are we at here? There's like, I got 2 golds. 1, 2, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 20, 26, 29. I mean, the gardens are already there, I guess, so. I don't even know that there is a dead hand, right? I don't think there even is one. I mean, they had 6. This is so annoying. Well, I think I should have won that one too, though. What would I do? I would have needed a green. I mean, I was going to expose myself to some duds probably. Oh well. What do we have here? It's pretty action limited. So I don't really know what you can do. You can do some pirate stuff. Gotta be money. And go maroon cage. Try to buy a silver and set aside, and then try to buy a pirate. Go from there. You can do more cage stuff later on, I guess. Potentially. 5-2 would be pretty good here. Actually, 5-2 would be really good here. 5-2 would probably be winning here. I mean, not quite, but it would be very, very good. Oh great. This seems like such an easy open to me, but I mean, I can imagine doing some of the other stuff just because maybe, I mean, your rogue could hit something, but I don't know. I don't think I would do emissary, but I can like imagine. Oh, I think maybe my rogue will hit, but I would probably still just open pirate. It feels better long term. I don't know. Okay, I could be persuaded on the rogue. I wouldn't do the emissary, but there's definitely also the emissary upside would be like, oh, you can draw your cage, you know, turn 2 or turn 3 and be happy. So that's not nothing. Okay, all right. I'll come back. 5-2 still looks great. I think I could accept any of the 5-2s, any of the 5s. I wouldn't be mad about any of it. It's kind of funny because the upside here from caging is not super long, just because there's not an extended building phase. You're gonna want a green once you're kind of there, but of course it's still good. Ideally, honestly, we just draw a couple coppers here. If I could stack the deck, that's what I'd have happen. The cage draw here would be pretty harmful more than anything, or likely to be harmful. I'd rather just play the cage turn 4 at this point. Obviously, for JNails, it's quite a bit different. You get to trigger the shuffle. I would have probably gone with, I don't know. I'm not sure if I would go with the Town Crier or if I would have bought silver. I might have bought silver and just set aside 3. So I'm not sure that's correct. The Town Crier definitely looks perfectly reasonable. Can't really complain about this shuffle. It went just fine. I mean, rotation here I don't think means anything. I don't expect anyone to buy Blacksmith. The second cage is interesting. I don't know. It doesn't feel that good. But, you know. Just nobody will buy a treasure. Oh, never mind, they did. I don't really get it. I don't actually get the third cage. They get trashed, right? I'm not so into that. Can't imagine you don't just buy province, even though it feels kind of bad. I mean, I guess you could alliance as well. I do have the ability to maroon a pirate, which is pretty good too. This does get me to 10 still. Maybe next time we have that opportunity, we may keep it, but I don't think I can miss 10. I think if I maroon, well, I could miss 10. That's not true, but it's kind of unlikely. We're going to hope it doesn't happen because I would like to, well, I'd like to alliance, and if we do draw, whatever, I'll just live with it. Oh yeah, you really needed to rotate the millers. That was really the that was really the play. I don't even know what happened instead of that. I'll be perfectly honest. But whatever. So this is a kind of a nice, I mean, eventually they don't probably draw it, but unfortunately, it'll kind of suck if they do have the other pirate again. Guess they don't. This is a pretty disappointing spot to miss 10 here, but what can you do? I assume JNails will have 10. I mean, they do have fewer goals than me, but not. Well, this will certainly get to 10. And they still have a cage. Where are these cages all coming from? I thought they like. Well, okay, they gain one right then. I don't know. I don't have. Unfortunately, I don't really have options here. I like what they're doing. I just don't really have the hands to do it. Cage tricks. Like if you don't, maybe there was a point where I could do it, but I guess you would say if there was a point where I did have a shot, it was maybe when I had drawn Maroon Pirate and I needed to trash the pirate and go for it then. That I can believe. Like if I, on turn 9 here, if I take Cage and I trash the pirate, maybe I draw my other pirate. Yeah, we'll have to replay this one and check if that runs a little nice. It doesn't matter. Like I don't even have 8 here for whatever reason. Like I have, of course, $1 million, but didn't hit 8. So whatever JNails does will be fine here because most likely they'll take a province, and set some amount of junk aside, and then when the next probably some money, and then the turn. Oh, they just do duchy. That's interesting. That kind of gives me a window, though probably not. I mean, if they alliance again, it just doesn't work. But and again, I would probably need to draw maroon pirate to be anywhere at all. So this is pretty unfortunate that we have pirate collision here. I mean, I guess the nice thing is they are not, their cage stuff has kind of collapsed at this point, and they do have a little bit less money than me. They still have the emissary though, which could get them to a nicer hand. I mean, what am I didn't have another option there, did I? Not really. They would have hit 10, so that would have been, if I'd bought the duchy, I would have had whatever. That one was a little sad too. As far as what it was there were some nice little interactions. Is there any, I mean, you could kind of, what are we replacing it with? King's Cash, okay. Alright. Okay for this game. I don't think there's much incentive here to not just do the copper. I mean, you could maybe argue that you could maybe argue that with Ironmonger, but I have a hard time believing that that's the case. Do we take the horn just off rip? Might as well, right? You can get coins of the realm at the very least. Every after we do this, every hand is either, I guess there's a, no, because you're gonna have, dude, you can get a force. You can get a 3/6 rather than a 4/5. Which is probably a little worse than a 4/5. I mean, it's got to be worse. Maybe not super worse, but it's got to be a little worse. I don't know if we're supposed to start on trashing. I'm going to take a carpenter, I think, though I could be convinced that you're supposed to take like a, I don't know, any of the other fours besides bishop. I could be convinced. I guess JNails left. JNails leaves, and then JNails come back, and then long wait. We're just looking to get coins, invoice, just the draw stuff. I don't know if we'll take a second carpenter. That might be a little greedy. Maybe if we're really running. You're basically going to win or lose by how early in your shuffle you draw the invoice and kind of what they're able to prevent you from playing through each shuffle. The trashing is just so bad, but I'm already at a, I already have the payload in deck to do a quad province turn. Very near, not strictly, but very nearly. I don't wonder about Sailor just in general. It's going to be a little slow. Imagine if we had the King's Cash in this hand. We'd be able to go 4-4. It would be wild. I'm going to be so mad when they get that. The Sailor does have some advantages for doing that. That's true. That's fair. It does make the odds of that a little higher to be able to do the 4-4 with the horn. JNails also misses this though. Or misses that. This is so depressing. It's okay. We'll get there in the end. Well, we'll get somewhere. I don't know where we'll get, but they draw their Sailor 3 and 5. That sucks. Nothing I can do about it. Maybe I'll win by the estate point. Or they trashed a copper. So I have 3 envoys. So maybe I do put an Ironmonger in here. Maybe it ought to have just been a... Oh, I should have played the Sailor first. I won't ask for it. It's stupid. I obviously should have played the Sailor first. Really, it was just that I wanted to gain a gold. Clearly it was that. Not that I'm just playing like absolute trash today. So we should have 3 on the mat here. Very cool. I love it. I'll just buy a province. Somehow it's not completely insane. But I should have 3 on the mat. It's bad. It was just bad. Ooh. If I get the sailor down, I have 8. Is that correct? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. We could buy province. Probably a little better to buy an ironmonger. Not piling. I mean, I guess King's Cash is also an option. So far they've just discarded those, so I want to try and get around to where the So it was pretty bad luck as far as the actions go. I guess it doesn't matter. We got all the uniques. Right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Well, I guess we only get... Let me look. Maybe we just pile out the Ironmongers. Because we could... we got how many gains? 6 gains here. Okay, yeah, so their lowering did them in. Because I didn't actually have a win here on the provinces. Because I only have exactly 8. And when you king the horn, then it's gone. So the next ones don't actually gain, you know, eight things. So if they don't score any, lose gain anyway. All right, well, we got through that one. I'm not sure that I necessarily played it better, but... Or I wouldn't say that. Cathedral's a little scary here, though you probably have time to do it. I mean, I guess I'm thinking the piles will run. It's not like it's a long game. You just are, you know, gonna get catapulted, so that's a little scary. But it definitely would accelerate you, and you have all this carpenter stuff, so I could believe it almost. The 2-5 is really bad. Like, it's just so bad. The 2-5 is so incredibly bad. And 2 nice Carpenter boards in a row. Carpenter, I love Carpenter. One of my favorite cards. What is Carpenter even in? Who knows? Nobody knows. Nobody even knows what set it's in. Could be any set. I don't know what this is. Is this allies? Probably allies. We're just gonna 3-pile on whatever. Carpenters, Ghost Towns, Peddlers, something like that. There's just no shot that it's anything but that. Still, I mean, I kind of like the Cathedral. It's not crazy. It just feels a little scary. But I don't think it's crazy. And I'm not going to attack him here. I mean... I guess it prevents them from making a buy. But it also prevents me from making a buy. So, like, what, you know, what even... How do we even decide? How that works. We could take a ghost town. They just take another catapult. This is a bummer, actually. Like that we had the 2. Yeah, that kind of sucks. But nothing I can really do about it here. Oh no, this is fine. Never mind. I'm stupid. This is totally fine. I'm going to go Smithy Ghost down. This is totally fine. It was not a good reshuffle, but it'll work. I hope. The draws have been poor. But sometimes that's just how it goes. Maybe we'll draw something nice. Almost certainly we'll just draw an estate. Hey, a copper. Incredible. So we can either go get the workers village now, or we can do double ghost town, which so I haven't attacked them yet, which is cool. Don't find the workers village, which is cool. These draws have been sort of abysmal. Of course, we don't draw the carpenter. So JNails had a bad split, not his fault. Then I had the worst draws. Possibly some of them were my fault. I could be convinced of that. Oh. What if we should have giants? Unfortunately, JNails is probably going to empty quite a bit of stuff on his next turn. I don't know if there's if there's like 3-pile threat we can present here. I mean, we could activate the carpenters. I'm not sure if that's good for me or good for JNails. JNails has 3 peddlers. Has 3 workers villages. That's probably better for JNails. I don't know though. I don't know that they have enough overdraw here to like do a pile out. That's the other thing to be looking for. Here's that. If I lower the workers' villages a couple or by one, this is rough. Almost certainly the peddlers go. So JNails probably gains workers' villages. Well, that maybe is a little scary on the... But if they province... I guess they can't province. I do have some cursing I can do at the end of a game. Surprised I wasn't cursing in the middle of this one. You know what I mean? Oh boy. So, yeah, I don't know. I don't think he has a finish here, but there's still 2 unplayed peddlers and an unplayed workers village, so could lower the carpenters pretty considerably. Or gain some carpenters, which will probably be pretty good. That's, I don't know. I'm not sure I would have done that way, but can't wait till I don't even find a smithy. And unfortunately, I just have to play all of the garbage just straight out there, which is fantastic. Guess one nice thing would be so mad when they just trash a copper again. They have 2 coppers and 20 cards, and they're gonna trash one for sure. I'm surprised they didn't get another carpenter. The question is, do I go for an enclave? Probably have to province. Well, they didn't draw a copper, which is something. They didn't really... I didn't feel like they did enough with their thinness. And they may still win, but was not super impressed with that aspect. I don't think they did enough gain and play with the Carpenters. I didn't either, but I mean, I kind of felt on the back foot. Was there any reason not to trash the other copper? Other than trying to have money for this turn? Which is maybe a thing worth being able to do. Fortunately, they're still going to double province. I don't know how much money they have. I don't know if they can finish. They do one province and one remodel into a workers' village. They just need $10. But do they have $10? No. They do not. They just have 2 peddlers left, right? Because it was 7-3 and they trashed one just now. They're not doing both of them. They have $2. They have 7. They can't double province anymore. Well, yeah, that's not exactly true. I don't know what draw they have. My hand is terrifying also, because just the 2 smithies. Like I can get through the deck, but I have to find the smithies. I wonder if the peddler even goes into like a gold just so they have like, I don't know, some money. They could totally have had a 3rd carpenter on that one turn, but they just didn't do it. I think even a 4th, which I believe would have been maybe a little bit of a burden, but by Ghost Town. No, you want to. I might have a... Holy cow. Dude, if I draw, that just loses. I'm so mad. I'm not going to draw. And I'm so mad. I'm gonna. Oh, okay, wait a minute. Because I can give him curses. I can empty that stuff. I think. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm overestimating how much junk I have. I give him 2 curses and I can farmland. I guess I can't farmland anything into anything. Well, that's a bummer. What do we have? But I do only need. I'm curious still. Can't wait till we don't find the. How much money do we have? We have province. Still another peddler and catapult. If we find the smithy, I think it works. Okay. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's enough to empty these thingies. We just have to remodel a thing into a thing and do the thing. Why did they buy that ghost town? That was so terrible. Well, I gave JNails some games early on, so maybe he owes me. Right, this goes to Duchy. 9 points. We give curses. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, that's not enough money. Maybe they. I need to check this again. Crud. Now I'm sad. Why did I think that was 10? Farmland is when you gain this. Well. Okay. So sad. I mean, I guess they could just fail to draw still. That's not out of the question. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I thought it worked for sure. Maybe there's a way, but I'm not seeing it, so. Not at the moment. Um, and then the question now is whether we trash the workers' village or the... They still only have the 2 smithies too, so it can be just as scary for them. So if you draw this, then it's a bummer. I don't know if they can win though. They lost a carpenter as well, right? Not actually that much stuff. They can maybe double, but they can't pile and win. I don't think. They don't have, I mean, it's the same thing. You can't do farmland tricks. They don't have anything there too. It's not like they have $11. Still feels like the ghost town lowering isn't to their advantage. Maybe it'll be fine for them, but they did get to, they found copper again. Well, that's okay. I mean, it's not unlikely. I can't true double anymore, but I can certainly, I can't even mill whatever. But if they don't true double, then that's just, they're just still behind in points. So I can just pile. So they've got a true double and hope I dud, which is not an unreasonable hope. Unless there's some really clever win that I don't see, but I think they just have to true double and hope I dud. If they take single, I'll just empty the piles. I guess the point more is that if they just take single, that's even an easier finish for me than trying to do double and mill, I think. But there's really not like a bunch of farmland stuff that's going to let them take, they're only going to be ahead of me by 3 to 5 points or something. So it should be pretty trivial here if we draw enough stuff, which we're looking good to do. It took a while, but at some point, I guess the hand size stuff takes a does take it. I mean, the thing is, they didn't really, when they killed their other carpenter, they're kind of taking away the thing their deck can do. I mean, I understand why they did it. They didn't have money. Neither of us just had any money. And somehow the province parity stuff is working out in my favor here. It was like that stupid highway game I lost. I should have been able to anticipate how to green correctly there and win, because I was just think ahead a half turn maybe. We'd have to go back and look at it again. There's definitely that game, we're never escaping the sensitivity to the opening hand. So if you don't, at least if you choose not to expedition. So it was like, certainly I could have done different things, but they would have exposed me to other possible failures as well. So figuring out what was absolutely best there is not, I don't think, trivial. Maybe I'm a doofus, but I just think JNails is in a tough spot unless there's some line that I'm totally missing here. This is a long match. That's what you get when you play JNails, frankly. Okay, so they did find a line where I mean, this may be good enough for them to make it out. I don't know yet. It may just be a tie, if that. I'm not sure how much money I'm going to have. We did draw everything. I mean, I guess I could true double. No, I can't true double anymore, I don't think. I think I burned too many things. I could mill and that would be bad. Probably we're just gonna take the tie. I don't even know if the tie is there, actually. That's also a thing. The last card is a copper. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Well, okay, so if we had bought a copper, no, we don't have the draw for it. No, that's not true. We do actually have the draw. If we had bought a copper, we would be... No, we wouldn't quite be there. We could attack and go province duchy. And just see if they get there. I mean, we can even go province duchy double, well, single curse. But we would score 10. I mean, obviously, if they true double, we're just hosed, but true double is pretty hard. Actually, I don't know if true double is possible. There is the tie, I believe. True double for them is probably not possible anymore. The gold's gone. I don't think they have $6 if they trash a peddler. No, they don't have $6. They can't even buy a farmland. They could gain a province. Maybe we just do it. And then we would just be looking for like milling. I can even score more. Can even score more. Don't know that that's worth it. I can't even mill and get something. So what is the... I don't have to... Like, what do they have? They can't take 2 provinces. Right? Like, they just have... I don't know. Like, I can take the ghost town, can't I? They can't take 2 provinces. Am I totally missing something? They only have... There's 7... They have 6 peddlers. They can get 6... Okay. They can get $6. There's 7 peddlers gone. I have 1. Can get $6. Maybe this just loses. Wonder if I should get coppers. What am I doing? Was that just really bad? Maybe I should have bought a copper. This is obviously a very bad draw. We see the carpenter at all, we're probably okay, but that's not like, there weren't like great odds of that happening. I don't think they can win this turn either. They probably... Oh, I mean... I don't know where their curse is. Not my best. Probably not my best choice. I think I had the tie. Oh well. It's not over yet. And obviously if they get their they play their smithies this turn, which means next turn see the smithies, maybe we don't see the smithies. Who knows? The issue is they probably will take 1 province here regardless and just see if I dud. And then they can find their carpenter peddler pair probably pretty easily. So that's going to be an issue. Or whatever. Carpenter, farmland, carpenter, peddler. Whatever things. They should almost certainly take one of the provinces. This match is so long. They could whiff. I mean, it could all die, but, you know, they have a pretty good shot. Just because of how bad my turn is. If you're playing for me dudding, you probably remodel farmland into province and buy ghost town. And I guess if you have another dollar, buy ghost town smithy. I don't know if they have a copper left. They still have a copper. I was also forgetting that copper, I think. Their issue with the province pile out here was that it would have been a losing same score thing. They would have got 10 points off of it, and then so what was their issue? But yeah, you could hear if you're gonna like bank on me dudding, you just take a province and buy Ghost Town Smithy. You'll almost certainly get there. Just remodel a farmland into a province and then just go. I mean, you're basically just seeing if I have the carpenter in hand, or can village smithy into it, which I don't have like great odds of doing. Just my deck, I self-destructed it. Oh, well, this may be end up being a similar purchase. It's not obvious to me that this is good, but maybe it does a similar thing to what I'm wanting JNails to do. It looks kind of bad to me, but I don't know. I don't know what they have in hand. I think they have a farmland, so they can... Okay, this is interesting now, because this is still not... I mean, they have to, like, draw a deck for this to work out for them. And they just have the one ghost town coming down, and they have to trash duchy. Oh, I guess they don't have to trash duchy. It's going to be a real emotional swing if, in fact, trashing curse is what happens here. The funny thing is, even if I get the province here, which obviously I can get a province, there's no... I mean, if I get a turn, I don't know what's happening for JNails yet, but like if I get a turn and I can get province, but I can't end it either, I don't think. I don't think I can even end it. I don't think I have $7 in deck anymore. I just have the one peddler, the gold. I only have one catapult. I guess I just have $6. I can't actually end it either, so I would just have to score points. Now we're getting to the point where, like, realistically, our ability to score points is just super terrible, right? Like, if I can get a province, it's probably okay. But yeah, I don't think I can I just want to go province or peddler province by ghost town, right? That should be pretty safe. They're not scoring 15. Okay, like, let's be real. They might score a lot. They're not scoring 15. I don't think. Otherwise, I can trigger the shuffle, though. It's kind of a cruddy one. Gives us a chance to attack. I mean, I can... Surely that's the play, though, right? 15 points. They got one ghost town down. They may trash I could go the farmland gold. I could get more points. And then well, no, that doesn't. I don't know. I mean, I guess I could just take away some of the farmlands. Or wait. Let me think about this a little bit. If I carpenter the workers' village into a farmland, I could trash, like, that could be do have the farmland in hand. That's probably a little better. Just take some of this away. It would be fun if you could chain here, right? I would just chain the workers' villages into... They can probably get 8 pretty easily. I'll just cry. I mean, if they can do it, more power to them, and I'll just be really sad. Well, how many ghost towns are left? I was going to say, I don't know that they have a lot of good, like, 3 to 5, but they may have some ghost towns. Maybe I should have taken the extra points in whatever ways. I could have done, instead of playing 2 ghost towns, I could have gone ghost town touchy. I don't think they were getting 17, but... But they're action issues. They've stopped. They've stopped with +1 action. They must... I'm going to assume they don't have workers' village, otherwise I'm just, like, sad that they're sitting here. But... can't watch. This is one that I can't watch. He's gonna probably take 5 minutes. I'll have to sit here. What do I do? What do I do? Anything. Oh. It's gonna happen. I can't watch. It's just gonna like they're gonna sit here for 3 minutes and then they're gonna play a workers village and just have the win. I'm gonna cry. Oh good. Oh phew. And play one workers village, make it look like I drew the peddler. Oh gosh. We keep getting. Has this happened to anyone else? After every single game, I'm getting kicked from the server. Or I'm getting server connection was closed or could not be. After every single game this match. I'm not sure. Now I can't even get back in. Okay, now here it is. Oh, no, server connection. Oh. Alright, we'll try again. Oh, no, it's gone. Alright, I'm gonna DM JNails. And then every time I start a game, I get the you've reconnected to this game 2 times. And then I hit the reconnect again, and then it usually works. So I don't know what's going on there at all. Okay, we have another expedition board. Nice, probably nice developed stuff. This is a crowded kingdom. How do you hit 5 here is a question. Just open flag bearer develop. You know, it's not that crazy. I don't know. I just clicked investment and that's probably not right. Lives look really good. I don't know. I'm just impatient right now. Maybe I'll just get lucky. I love getting lucky. There's a kind of bad thing about me doing the 4 here, which is that JNails potentially can just take flag bearer and have it for a few turns if he's got the 4 now. With me revealing I had a 4. Whereas if it was, if I had just taken a 3 or something, there would be some mystery about it. So do I get that? Do I just do the flag bearer or do I do the do? Do I do? I kind of like the flag bearer. Feels a little spiffy. Then the question is, do we get like more develops? Do we just really embrace this world we're living in? It would be nice to get a I don't know why I got a chariot race particularly. I think silver would have been pretty reasonable too. Maybe even better. We'll see if JNails follows or takes a road less traveled. I think any of the threes are actually not crazy gains here. Depending on what you want to buy exactly, of course. Ideally, well, JNails could expedition, which would be pretty okay as well. Look at me. Okay. Alright, we have... It's the power of the flag bearer. Unfortunately, this isn't actually what I want. Not much, but... We could go for the 5 next turn. And just take the 4 here, or we can take an expedition the next turn. Sort of like buying like a harbor village and then maybe an emissary. Where obviously this is a little sad we didn't get to do the fun stuff, but we did get to keep the flag, so I can't complain too much. Will not stop me from complaining some amount. Let's get an emissary in here. We do have the harbor village. This didn't quite work out. Though we could... No, we better develop a thingy on top there. It's thundering. So this will be emissary, I guess, cherry race. And then buy nothing. Could buy jeweled egg. It's not terrible. Maybe it is terrible. I mean, I assume I'm going to be getting a wealthy village eventually. Which we can... Well, I don't have a silver yet. Maybe it's okay. I don't know. Ooh, I might get another hit on the old... On the old chariot race. There's a chance. What do we have left? We have like investment in Harbor Village, so that's pretty good. We'll be able to activate the emissary. If we're really lucky, we'll draw the emissary again. You know what's nice to the jeweled egg here is it may be a nice expedition point, to be honest, or a nice expedition tool, which would mitigate the card draw a little bit. Okay. Beautiful. I deserve this. Okay, well, we could think about harbor villaging this guy. What are the upsides? The upsides are we draw... Not harbor village, turtling. Upsides are we draw another emissary, we draw like the whatever... The, what's it called? The, other emissary. Or the develop. Would have been cool. But we don't have that. So anyway, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 9, 10-ish. So it's like wealthy village expedition, and then do we do seaway? 1, 2, 3, 1, 0, 4, yeah. Probably a seaway. I have another flag bearer, don't I? No. So that's not actually so clear. We could turtle it And then we would have 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8. That's not so exciting. I'm trying to think if we buy another flag bearer here, if we just leave it be for at least a second. Maybe we just leave it be for a second. What do we get? Staff? Yeah, I deserve it. The insignia would be pretty good here too. Uh-oh, we don't have the thing. It's on top. It's right there. It's just on top. Why would I even want it in my hand when it could be on top? Blocking chariot races. The Harbor Village knew. I don't know what this bit is. I'll stop. Don't worry. Don't worry, I won't keep doing this. Until I do it again later. What do we do? Look at this. Just keep turtling it? No. I will not. Okay. Okay. We could trash the jeweled egg. I don't think that's the play though. 1, 2, 3, 7, 8. You should break up at 6, 7, 10. It's like 10. I mean, I probably should just go like Wealthy Village Emissary to be perfectly honest. There may be something to be said for taking the doing something else, but I don't know that it's right now. I do like just getting a little thinner here. I mean, it's worth asking ourselves. Oh, we do have 11. I didn't count that very good. It's worth asking ourselves whether sextant's okay. Could be nice. Whether it's worth like doing an expedition here instead of a like go expedition chariot race. Because we can maybe do develop on the, or double expedition even actually. We can develop the flag bearer maybe next turn. Yes. 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 Cannot beat it. Cannot be defeated. I'm super far ahead. Hopefully I don't do something so stupid that I lose. Like, fortunately I'm like 2 turns ahead, so I can do at least one really stupid thing. And still be fine. But probably not 2 really stupid things. Maybe though, honestly. I should have won at least 2 other games today. It was so bad. It would have been nice too. It would have given me a good shot. I mean, if I do well against Kazu, I could still maybe make the championship. But if I'd played the games I was ahead better here, I probably could have gone 5-1 here, I think. That's okay though. I'll just toss and turn in agony tonight, thinking about it. That's all. No big deal. We could trash the Jeweled egg. Look, there's a pretty convoluted thing we can do to get some favors this turn, which might actually even be worth doing, though it's hard to say at this point. But we can play investment, trash the jeweled egg, play the staff, play an emissary, get favors, draw the loot. So it's a payload increasing thing too. So it's not just favor cuteness. Get the loot. Maybe it'll even be doubloons. You never know. Although I probably won't have the bias to make use of doubloons if I trash the jeweled egg. I'll have 3. At least. We'll just have to see. This is a pretty good turn for JNails. Shouldn't get too far ahead of myself here. I just am gonna get, another point probably in. JNails will be able to get at least the wealthy villager. Amphora is fine, but it's worse than mine. I guess we can. Oh, this is a wealthy village. I was gonna say something silly. I wonder if there's gonna be a nice point of. Okay, here we develop this guy, right? What do we develop it into? Oh, we don't have the jeweled egg. It's our bottom card. But this is nice. This gets us this gets us like $2 more. This is cool actually too. And then we can still do the thing. We can either. There are a couple of considerations to make here. We can either turtle this guy just to do it, or we can do the fun thing here. I kind of want to do the fun thing just to do it. It's probably a little better to just turtle the guy. The emissary, I'm just that guy, but whatever. Turtle emissary. We're gonna have 4, and then like 10, 11, 12. It just feels fun. All right, we'll play it safe. Maybe next turn. You can get a lot of points on the hammer. Is pretty good here. Will not lie. Staff remains probably pretty useful. You can obviously make the investments worth like huge amounts. I don't know if it's worth bothering with that or if we'll even get a chance to. The game may be over, but this was bad. I mean, this is JNails making up the chariot race stuff all in kind of one swoop, which is depressing to me personally. The balloons would be pretty cool as a develop target, right? It would be the doubloons itself would be a nice hit for that. JNails has 2 develops. I didn't even know. I should maybe get a second develop. You believe that. You can develop your cruddy loots into things. Into province and stuff. Gotta watch the 3 piles a little bit, but not like too hard just yet. Okay. I wonder if we're gonna have a nice. What was the other thing? I got another. Right, yeah. I don't think there's like a huge. What do we have on top? Chariot race again? Okay, that was lucky. I probably should save this to do like develop tricks. And maybe should have done it on the harbor village. Where are the... There is another emissary, isn't there? Maybe not. This last card of copper? Is there anything exciting to do with this? Do we want to blow up the investment? Is there an actual points reason to do that at this point? Oh, I guess I can develop copper. Or I could turtle it, I guess. Okay. Ooh, spell scroll. Maybe we should have gotten another emissary, I don't know. Or another, something else. Probably should have gotten a develop earlier somewhere, a second develop somewhere earlier. JNails is still like way less on draw and stuff. But so I have the spell scroll, which I could just use for a turtled emissary if there's not some pressing need in the middle of the turn to do it. So it may give us a pile out with like a developer or something. They're draw and action limited, actually. There's not a lot JNails can do as far as overplay and stuff. Overgain. Overdraw. Gain in play. So I want to resolve my chariot race first because I have a staff on top. They're fixing the action stuff a little bit. But it's still a pretty low. It's not that low money of a hand. Seems hard still. Does it have a bazaar? Okay, so we can get Flag Bear develop. We can do another. We can trash the Harbor Village, do another 5 and a develop. That would do the emissaries done. Then we just need the flag bearers and the chariot races, so that should be totally doable. One with hammer, one with spell scroll. That only leaves 2 of those things left. Or even hitting. We don't even really need points that much. We do need to find the develop. Okay. Let me think this through. I mean, it may just work without gaining the develop even. So we do chariot race emissary, spell scroll for an emissary. We only need $12. I think we have $12. Well, no, they're not quite there, right? We probably do need to chain a little bit. We can also do the investments. We do develop investment into. It may also be easier to do the wealthy villages than to do the flag bearers. 1, 2, 3. I mean, I don't want to mess it up. We can hammer for we can spell scroll for one of the 5s. We get another 5. We can hammer for one. We only need $13. We already have 3. We already have way more than enough. I'm going to be that person. Oh, server connection was closed. There couldn't be established. All right. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Felt like I could have got more out of that, but lucky to get the last 3. So I'll catch you all tomorrow for my match with Cosmaro if you want to watch it. Take care.